Hello. Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm running a little bit behind today. Whoa, 44 already. Holy cow. How is everybody tonight? Hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. Testing, testing, testing. Maritime history, hello. Cycling, hello. Captain Alex, hello. Irish, hello. Greetings from Belfast, Ireland. That's awesome. Greetings from West Virginia, Irish. How is everybody tonight? Sorry, everybody, I'm a little bit late with the live stream. Work went a little long today, so I've been scrambling to catch up a little bit. How is everybody? Amanda, hello. Little good doctor, hello. Tana, hello. Jason, whoa, the chat's going crazy. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I hate to do this to you, but I've got to turn on slow mode. I cannot see what's going on. All right, we're going to do 30 seconds. Hello. Maritime history. Hello, Sam. Do you know the Sea Wise Giant? It was the biggest ship to have ever existed. It was 1,504 feet long. It sank during the Iraq War, but it was raised and scrapped in 2010. No, I've never heard of that. But I will definitely check that out in maritime history. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Wow, 79. Holy cow. Let's see. Irish. Terrible weather storm here in Belfast. Well, that's not good. Jason, when are you going to do a documentary on the Titanic of Chicago? The Eastland. My kids love your channel, and they want to know much love from Chicago. I will try to get to it when I can. Basically, here's what's going on right now. I am doing a complete timeline series on the RMS Lusitania. This is what I'm working on right now, but I'm kind of dividing everything up. So it's going to be like 1 week Lusitania, 1 week something Titanic, back and forth. And that's just kind of what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll do 2 weeks in a row of Lusitania. Wow, this tablecloth is like all jacked. Okay. Sorry, guys. I've been scrambling today trying to get everything I need to get done. And we were super busy at work, and I was very much behind and blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. RMS tonight. I thought I wasn't going to make the stream till April, but got a day off. School today was very good. That's awesome, RMS Teutonic. Glad you can make it. Ashley, how's your night going? Very busy. Seriously, I've been so busy lately. It's been hard to give myself time to stop and think, but I try to take breaks when I can. And we got our first super chat of the evening from Jack 5. Thank you so much. I first encountered this channel roughly this time last year. Keep up the great work. Much love from the UK. That's awesome, Jack. Longtime viewer. You know, it really is hard for me to sit down and think how long I've been doing this now on YouTube. I mean, it's over a year, almost a year and a half at this point. It's crazy. Jack, thank you for the 5. JG310, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, you're a smart guy. Thanks, JG3. You're smart, too. I wonder if you can answer this. Uh-oh. All right, why do I have a bad feeling about this? Oh, no. If a gingerbread man lives in a gingerbread house, is the man made of house or is the house made of... Oh, gosh, that's unsettling. Well, let's see. Gingerbread man, gingerbread house. So, okay. All right, I'm not even going to go there. Holy cow, that's unsettling. JG3, why way to take such a classic thing and then make it sound morbid? Okay, all right, we're done. Moving on. And why do I think that's going to be a meme now? Oh yeah, I definitely know it's going to be a meme now. Okay, anyway, Terry 5, thank you so much. Good evening. Aren't you making enough money on YouTube to quit work yet? So here's kind of the thing about YouTube. Is it does fluctuate. So like if you look at how YouTubers make money and stuff, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. And, you know, it's fine. It's doing fine. It's just, I like to have a consistent and stable. So like, I know what I'm going to do. And then at the same time, insurance is crazy expensive if you're trying to work by yourself. So this job gives me a stable income and the insurance is good. And then I can keep working on YouTube on the side. Eventually, YouTube will get to the point where it's doing fine and I won't have to do another job, but it's not quite there yet. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good. It's doing fine. But for now, I like to have 2 things just to kind of take the stress off. And it makes me so I don't have too much pressure on me to have to keep going at it. And then I think the quality of my videos gets better because now I can take my time more without having to worry about stuff. So that's me. Let's see here. Terry, thank you for the 5. Titanic lover, welcome back. Have you done your research on the SS Great Eastern? I haven't gotten to it yet, Titanic lover. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I will. Titanic lover, shouldn't you change? Oh, thank you for the 10. But since your name is Titanic lover, since you have such a fascination with the Great Eastern, shouldn't you change your name to Great Eastern lover? Just a thought. Let's see here. Trains, $1. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Chuck, can you do content on the Hindenburg? It's going to come up. I'm definitely going to do a video on the Hindenburg at some point. It isn't something that I'm going to tackle immediately, but I am definitely going to do it. Tana5, thank you so much. Hey, Sam and Rosie, love your videos. After the Titanic sank, what the heck was that? After the Titanic sank, what happened with the Carpathian? Did the public blame them? They were pulled into an inquiry, and Captain Stanley Lord, he was brought up to the inquiry and everything. And I mean, he defended himself all the way up through everything, and like through the whole testament, through the inquiry and everything. But you see, just like Ismay, Stanley Lord and a lot of the crew of the Carpathian, they really did not make themselves look good. Now, I've said this before. The only thing that I feel like the Carpathian was guilty of that night was that they just didn't do enough. Like, I mean, it's not like that they knew the Titanic was sinking and they thought, oh, we're not going to help. You know, they just didn't put two and two together. But, you know, a rule that I live by, you know, if something seems off, investigate. You know what I mean? Because the crew in the Carpathian saw a ship. They saw rockets going off. You know, I mean, wake up the wireless guy, you know, have the captain wake up the wireless guy, you know, just do a little bit of something, you know. But at the same time, like before the inquiries, the crew of the SS Carpathian, like there's an official. So for those of you who don't know, there are two types of logbooks. There's a scrap logbook that the crew of a ship keeps while a vessel's at sea. And then there's the official log. And everything that's in the scrap log from the Carpathian or any ship goes into the official log. I believe the scrap log with the Carpathian, it went missing, you know, and that was something that came up during the inquiries, is that the scrap log went missing. And it's theorized or rumored that one of the Carpathian's crew's member threw it over the side, maybe to try to hide some. Now, the official log says that the Carpathian was, 30 miles away, but it's the scrap log that's, you see what I'm saying? They really didn't make themselves look good by chucking that. And Stanley Lord defended himself and everything, but it's like I said, they were guilty of not doing enough. You know, that's all they were guilty of. It's not like they're like, oh, there's Titanic, there it's sinking, forget them. They didn't do that at all. Anyway, all right. I went on and on about that for way too long, and here comes the super chat. So let's get back to it. But yeah, thank you for the 5, Tina. Hope that answered your question. Thomas 10, thank you so much. How about a video of the Facility Ace? It's a car-carrying ship that recently caught on fire. I saw that on the news. It was an Atlantic full of Bentleys and Porsches and Volkswagens. Yeah, it's a smoking room. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if I'll be able to make a dedicated video about that, but that's crazy. For those of you who don't know, there was a cargo ship that was full of all these cars, and somehow it caught fire. But they were able to get everybody off, which is good. But yeah, I saw that, Thomas. I saw that. I don't know if I'll be able to make a dedicated video about that. I've got so much already. But maybe I'll look into that in the future. Maybe we can get a dedicated video out of it. Thomas, thank you for the 10. Titanic Lover 20, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm not going to change my name because people might forget who I actually am. And also, other YouTubers shout me out, and I don't want them to change out. I got you, Titanic Lover. All right. How about this? How about you do Titanic Lover? How about Titanic / Great Eastern Lover? How about that? But nah, then that's still change your name too. By the way, thank you for the 20. But yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. But it seems like Titanic Lover, it seems like you have such a huge passion for the Great Eastern, just like I do Titanic. So follow that passion, man. Maybe start making some videos. We got that one. Let's see here. I'm not going to jinx it, but my cough doesn't seem to be too bad tonight. And as soon as I say that, I just jinxed myself. All right. Black November 8, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. I own a tiny piece of coal that was salvaged from the Titanic debris field in 2005. Also, do you know when the Britannic's power went out during her sinking? Probably very close to the end. I don't think that's something that we know for certain. But we do know the Britannic had power right up to the final plunge because, you know, the Britannic's propellers were still spinning, you know, as the forecastle and the forward well deck. I mean, water was coming up onto the, it was right below the A deck promenade when Captain Bartlett gave the abandoned ship call. So like the water was right around, I mean, you can't see it very well, but it was right around here. It was coming up on the A deck promenade when Captain Bartlett ordered an abandoned ship. So the propellers were still spinning at that late stage. Power was still going too. So honestly, I would say that the power completely went out probably right around the time that the fourth funnel went under. I'm going to assume, I don't know this for certain, but I'm going to assume the Britannic's power system was similar to Titanic. Does anybody know for certain about that? Did the Britannic have an emergency dynamo right around the area of the fourth funnel, just like Titanic did? I'm sure it did, but I don't know for certain. But yeah, that's my guess. Black November, thanks for the 8. Good question. Gomzilla 10, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, I got a really interesting video idea. How many people died inside of the Titanic, not the people who freeze to death, but the people who were inside the vessel as she went down? Also, enjoy this 10. Why did I say I hadn't been coughing much? Well, you see, that is a good video idea, but the tough part about that is I don't really know how you could answer that question, because it is true that there were most definitely people inside of the Titanic after the ship went under. But what you have to remember is when the ship disappeared, you know, all the people that were in the water, like on the surface, it was a while before the bodies started to get recovered. And by then, currents and stuff had washed people away, because like Captain Smith's body was never found. Thomas Andrews' body was never found. They found, oh shoot, I cannot believe I had a mind blank. They found Isidore's body, but they didn't find his wife Ida's body. So you would think that those two would be together. Wait, am I right? Yeah, hang on. Did they find Ida Strauss? Do you know that off the top of my head? I feel like that they didn't. I know they didn't find Andrews. I know they didn't find Smith, but did they find Ida Strauss's body? I don't think they did. I know they found Isidore, but I don't think they found Ida. I'm asking the chat. Does anybody know that for certain? Does anybody know that? I'm watching the chat right now. Does anybody know, did they find Ida Strauss's body? I'm fairly certain they didn't. Philip, no. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't think they did. But yeah, so like that's the big thing about that is the ocean currents would take bodies away. So that's one of those questions. No, they never found her. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. But yeah, so you see, that's kind of the thing that's hard to answer. We really can't know that answer for certain, because anybody who was on the surface, by the time ships came to recover them, currents would have taken them far away. So that's one of those questions that would be pretty much impossible to answer for certain. You know what I mean? This channel is dead. No, but they thought they did. I didn't know that. Crazy. But yeah, that's what I thought. I was like 90% certain that they did not find her body. Let's see. But yeah, like Captain Smith and Andrews, they didn't find them, and they went into the ocean at the exact same time as the bridge went under. Thank you for the 10, Gomzilla. Let's see. Taylor, 5. Thank you so much. Other than Thomas Andrews, excuse me, who would be 5 people who didn't survive the Titanic, whose stories you would like to hear, who didn't survive? Captain Smith, William Murdoch. Let's see. Moody didn't survive. No, Moody didn't survive. Moody. I'd like to know what happened to John Jacob Astor. I'd like to talk to him. There's a lot of people I'd like to talk to, actually. Honestly, anybody who I could talk to, you know what I mean? But, you know, the people who did survive, they gave us a good bit of information. But you know one thing. Great question, Taylor. But one thing that we do know for certain here, 3/4 of everything that went on with Titanic went down with the ship. You know? Oh, yeah, I don't know their names, but I would love to talk to those crewmen that Lightoller sent down and opened up the D-deck promenade. I would love to talk to them and find out what happened to them. There's a lot of people I'd like to. Joseph Bell, I'd like to talk to him. Shoot, all those guys, because each person, no matter where they were on the ship, has another part of the story, you know? But a lot of the people that have some really important information, well, the reason they have that information is because they were in a position to see it, but not in a position to save their lives, like the men in the engine room and stuff like that. So there's a lot of people who I'd really like to talk to. Great question, by the way. I never really thought about that before. Taylor, thank you for the 5. Let's see here. Titanic Lover, 20. Like Black November, I own a tiny piece of the coal too. That's awesome, Titanic Lover. Super, super cool. Thank you for the 20, my friend. Another 20 from Titanic Lover. Thanks, man. Thank you for the support, but no message. What's up, man? Thank you for the 20. David, 20. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Say hi to Rosie. I miss Olivia these days during these the live streams are fun. Yeah, where is Olivia? Olivia shows up during my She shows up on my Discord sometimes, but I don't see her on my live streams as much. But I believe she said that she was a truck driver, so maybe she's busy with, doing deliveries and stuff. Olivia, if you're watching this in the repeat, we miss you. Please come back to the live stream soon. Hey, everybody. So the live streams, if you go back and rewatch them, it does a recording of the chat. Everybody in the chat, say, Olivia, we miss you. Olivia, come back. Like, everybody, let's wish Olivia well. So if she comes back and watches this later, that would be a very nice surprise for her. Everybody in the chat, type Olivia, we miss you. Olivia, like what I'm doing. Olivia, we miss you. Come back. Everybody, wish Olivia to come back. Everybody tell Olivia to come back. Yes, just like that. Olivia, we miss you. Olivia. Yeah, that'll be a very good surprise for her. Because, I mean, we got to have her back. We got to have her come back. Olivia, we miss you. Olivia. That's awesome. This will make her day. This will really make her day when she comes on and watches this later. If I see her on my Discord, I'll tell her to come and watch the live stream at 15:30. All right, cool. Everybody, you're awesome. Thank you. Okay, we got that one. We got that one. Dave, yeah, Miss Olivia. Okay. Kissy, 10. Thank you so much. As a diabetic, my doctor never gives me the good stuff for a cough. I have found that old-fashioned NyQuil and Dayquil works wonders, though. Hope you feel better. Thanks, Kissy. Thank you for telling me about that. It's about almost a month ago now, I had COVID. And ever since then, like, I'm fine now and everything, but I've had this constant cough. It's just this constant cough. And it's worse when I lay down. But before this live stream, I took a spoonful of honey, and that really does seem... As soon as I talk about it, I start coughing. But yeah, Kissy, thank you so much for that. Thank you for the tip. And I will do my best with this. It's getting better. It's just, how COVID is. It's just, it's been rough. It's been very rough. But thank you for the 10, Kissy. Thank you for the support. Titanic Lover, 20. Thank you so much. Sorry, I accidentally sent the same super chat 2 times. But did you know the SS Great Eastern Explosion killed 5 to 10 people? I believe you mentioned the SS Great Eastern Explosion before. I definitely need to research that. Titanic Lover, thank you for the 20. But yeah, Titanic Lover, I promise you, I'm going to research the SS Great Eastern as soon as I can. Maybe I'll surprise you with a video of that soon. One other thing I need to think about for a video is what am I going to do for the anniversary of Titanic? Because that's coming up before too long. We still have another month or two, or month and a half. But that's something that I need to think about. Almost 2 months. But yeah, good gosh, what am I going to do for this year's live stream? I have some ideas, though. I have an idea what I'm going to do for this year. Just Henry, 2, thank you so much. Jim, 10, thank you. Hi, Sam. Hope all is well with you. Thank you, Jim. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for giving me my Titanic fix every week. Jim, thank you so much. By the way, I'm asking the chat, and I'm going to take a look at the live thing. What did you all think of this week's Titanic episode? The last 10 minutes of the sinking. What did you all think of that? Because, I mean, I really tried to be as in-depth as possible, and I still didn't get in everything I wanted to talk about. It's just the video was getting to be so long. So I'm like, all right, I need to stop because I didn't get to mention Gracie. I didn't mention Jack Thayer, Milton Long. I wanted to talk about them. Like, there was still a lot that I didn't talk about that I had plans to talk about. Oh, and by the way, speaking of Archibald Gracie, I've been doing some research on him, and I may have found something pretty interesting about where he was during the final moments. So that'll be coming up in a later video. But what did you all think of the latest video? Latest episode was good. I thought it was great. I loved it. Also, all right, cool. All right, awesome. I'm glad you all liked it. All right, let's get back to the chat. As soon as I go down and look at the live chat, I get behind on the super chats. We got that one. All right, Jim, we got the 10 from Jim. We got 2 from Michael. Thank you so much. Olivia, come back. Also, hello. Hope all is well. Thanks so much for the 2. Olivia's going to get a kick out of this. She really is. JG35, thank you so much. Okay, serious question now. All right. Can you see my serious face? All right. All right. Queenstown was big enough to dock Titanic. So would she have been there long enough to miss it? Queensburg was big enough to dock Titanic. So she had been there long enough to miss the iceberg. That's one of those things that people always talk about, because I've also heard people talk about that in terms of the Titanic New York collision, when the ship was leaving Southampton. And, the Titanic is just one of those stories where it's like a bunch of stuff lined up to make the perfect disaster. So if the Titanic had been, in Queenstown or Southampton or whatever a little bit longer, then maybe, because the ocean currents would have made that iceberg drift further away, So yeah, maybe, I don't know, another 30 minutes or so, the iceberg would have been, if the Titanic was here and it hit the iceberg right here, like, okay, let's do this. My hand's the iceberg. This is Titanic, okay? So we know the Titanic hit the iceberg on the starboard side, hit the berg like that. But if it had been another 30 minutes, maybe the iceberg would have been here and the Titanic would have went right back here and never even saw the berg. It's just one of those things, It's the Titanic disaster is a bunch of insignificant things adding up to make a huge disaster. There's so many things played a factor in that. JG3, thank you for the 5. Great question, by the way. Wolfman 10, thank you so much. With the Titanic being caught in the Labrador Current after the iceberg collision, how far would she have drifted during her sinking? I've never really thought about that, but I can't imagine very far, just how big it was. And you have to remember the Labrador Current, like, it's not like a very narrow, like, it's huge. that whole area is huge. And it went into the cold waters of the Labrador Current. I need to see how big that is. Hang on a second. How big is the Labrador Current? Let's see how wide that is. The Labrador Current is a cold current with low salinity. It reaches a maximum depth of around 2,000 feet and carries water ranging between 125 million and 190 million of cubic feet and transports numerous icebergs southward. How wide is the Labrador Current? It's 100 kilometers. Okay, so the Labrador Current is huge. So with it being that big, at least in a confined area, I don't think the current would have been that strong to push a ship very far. I mean, Titanic may have drifted a little bit, but not anything that would be significant that would make a rescue ship have a hard time finding it. So, because if the current was strong, you would think the lifeboats would get pushed away and everything. You know what I mean? So, good question, Wolfman. Thank you for the 10. Black November 8, thank you so much. Arthur Rostron was originally first officer on Lusitania for her maiden voyage, but was transferred a day before leaving. Arthur Rostron was originally first officer on Lusitania for her maiden voyage, but was transferred a day before. Arthur Rostron. Hang on, I don't know that name. Well, the name sounds familiar, but Arthur Rostron, British merchant seaman, sailing officer, Cunard Line. He's best remembered as captain of the ocean liner RMS. Okay. All right, when it rescued Titanic. Okay. That's a name. The captain of the Carpathia. Yeah, that's a name that I read, but I don't study it enough to commit it to 100% memory. But yeah, Arthur Rostron. Okay, I know who this is. He was the captain of the Carpathia when it rescued the Titanic survivors. Got it. Yeah, I think I did hear that. He did work on the Lusitania before he was transferred to the Carpathia. I think I remember reading that. Very crazy, Black November. Thank you for the 8. Whoa! Ryan! Whoa! Holy 3! Whoa! Woo! Ryan, man. Wow, Ryan. Thank you. Holy cow. 300. Ryan, just... Thanks, man. Just, oh my gosh. Just, wow. Just thanks, Ryan. I don't know what to say. Ryan, thank you for that, my friend. Just, oh my gosh, 300. Holy cow. Ryan, thank you. The inquiry into the sinking of the Titanic had all the evidence to rule out the iceberg. Wait. The inquiry into the Titanic had all the evidence to rule out the iceberg, but there are sources that say an unknown U-boat doing patrol was spotted nearby passengers who did not survive the disaster while taking a stroll on the A-deck promenade. Wait, what? Okay, here we go. All right, I had a feeling that this was going to be a joke or a troll thing. As far as people saying it was a U-boat, I've never heard that. And I can't tell if this is a flat-out troll comment or if... but now... I do remember hearing that we were talking about this in my Discord. Was it last night, I believe? But we were actually talking about how theories that it wasn't an iceberg have been around for a long time. But, that just goes to show that Titanic conspiracies and any kind of conspiracies happen as soon as they happen. You know what I mean? And I mean, I cannot believe that somebody would be disputing this. I mean, why would you lie about that? There are passengers who said there was an iceberg. And So people actually said that they thought they saw a U-boat on the A-Deck Promenade on April 13th. I mean, but just why? You know, I mean, maybe if that is true, which I'm skeptical of, they could have seen anything. But I will tell you this, the ocean has a tendency to mislead you. You know, like when you're out there, because I know at night, like when I've been on cruise ships and I've looked out at the sea, I thought I saw something, but there was nothing there. So maybe the passengers thought they saw something. This sounds like something where a passenger said, oh, yeah, I saw this or saw this. And then they questioned about it and they just kind of went with it. You know, like they are lying to get like 15 minutes of fame or something like that. That's what I'm trying to say. So, I'm going to have to look into that, though. Like, were there actually people who said that they thought they saw something? Not that I believe any of it, but I'm curious if that is actually something that was being talked about at the time. But I don't know anything about all those stories, but that's very interesting. Ryan, thank you for the 300. Super appreciate you. Words cannot describe it, but holy cow. Just Ryan, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. You know, Ryan, I actually saw a guy trying to preach that about the U-boat thing. So is that really something like, is that something that people really tried to say back then? I'm not familiar with that at all. Joseph 5, thank you so much. Do you think the Titanic could have survived the impact that sank the Empress of Ireland? Hang on. Let's see. Do you think Titanic could have survived the impact? Ryan back at it again. So he's trolling. Yes, you know it's a troll. That's why they send that much. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's a troll, dude. Okay. But listen, last night, that's what I figured. I figured it was a troll. But that was something that we have been talking about since, like, we were talking about that in my Discord last night, where people have been trying to argue that it wasn't an iceberg forever. So that's why I was humoring that comment a little bit, because that is something that people were saying. And Ryan, you did word that in a way that made me, I'm like, okay, let me humor you a little bit. I thought you were actually trying to tell me about, maybe you were trying to tell me about something that people were saying at the time. So Ryan, thank you for the 3. Super appreciate you. Let's see here. Joseph 5, do you think the Titanic could have survived? Pen prop. Ryan is a good troll who supports the channel. That's right. Ryan is a good troll. Just, do you think the Titanic could have survived the impact that sank the Empress? How many watertight compartments were breached with the Empress? Hang on a second. How many watertight compartments were breached? I'm Googling it. Empress of Ireland. Let me see here. Let's see. Empress of Ireland, world history. Let's see. What caused the Empress of Ireland to sink? I know that. It all depends on how many compartments were breached. That's the big thing. And I don't know how many watertight compartments were breached on the Empress of Ireland immediately. It just depends on where it was and how much damage. So if the Titanic got 2 watertight compartments breached anywhere on the ship, you know, anywhere around the ship, it could survive. The Titanic could handle the first 4 watertight compartments breached at the front, but only at the front. If 4 watertight compartments are breached anywhere else, the Titanic wouldn't make it. So that's the big thing, is it all depends on, was it 5? Was it 5? Is that right? But yeah, it all depends on how many watertight compartments were breached on the Empress of Ireland and where they were. And that's the same thing with Titanic. You know, it's just, it all depends. It absolutely all depends. So that's the big answer. I'd have to go back and research the Empress of Ireland a little bit more to find out the damage. And the Empress of Ireland was a much smaller ship than Titanic. So you also have to factor that in. So without knowing all the details, possibly is my answer there. And I got to get back and find out where I was in the super chat. Let's see. Do you think Titanic Lover 10 on May 1st? Thank you, Titanic Lover. Is the anniversary of the SS Great Eastern was built. All right, cool, Titanic Lover. Thank you for the 10. Let's see here. Terry 5, thank you so much. I am a truck driver also. Olivia, maybe we'll meet at a shipper or receiver or truck stop. Sam, I live in Pikeville, Kentucky. What ship should I visit that's close? Why? Let's see. In Kentucky, I'm not sure what ships are closer to you there. I know the closest famous ship to me right now would probably be, like, if you're talking traditional ocean liner, I'd probably say the SS United States. But the SS United States is just, it's very hard to get permission to board it. It's nowhere near in as good condition as the Queen Mary. So I'm honestly not that sure, but you're actually not too far from me, Terry. Thank you for the 5. Excuse me. Taylor 5, thank you so much. I wonder if Jack Thayer and Milton Long would have remained friends for life if Milton Long had survived the sinking. I would say so. Did Jack Thayer and Milton Long meet on board the Titanic? I'm not sure how their whole friendship started. But yeah, they were shipboard friends and everything, and they stayed together throughout the sinking. And Milton Long jumped into the ocean first. Jack Thayer said, I'll be right behind you. And then when Jack jumped in, he never saw Milton again. I mean, that's just one of the most heartbreaking stories. Well, all of them are heartbreaking, but you know what I mean. And also, that's what's crazy about the Jack Thayer Milton Long story is Jack Thayer spent the entire sinking trying to find his dad. You know, like he got separated from his dad, and his dad tried to find him, and Jack Thayer tried to find him, but the two never found each other. Like that's just one of the saddest stories. Crazy, crazy. But maybe, Taylor, maybe. Let's see. One from Tart. Thank you for the one. Got that one, got that one. Tart again. Hi, Sam. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Thank you for the two. Let's see here. We got that one. We got that one. Maritime history. Do you know about the worst maritime disaster before the Gustloff? I do not. What is that maritime history? Alex 20. Thank you so much. With how big the Titanic was, if you were the captain, knowing what you do now, would you let it sink and have all the safety measures put in? Wait. Let me think. With how big the Titanic was, okay, if you were the captain, knowing what you do now, okay, would you let it sink and have all the safety measures put in, or save it and risk countless people going forward? Love your work. So are you saying that, like, if I was the captain of the Titanic, with all the knowledge I have now of I'm a time traveler, okay? And I have all the knowledge that I have beforehand, would I try to save it or let the disaster happen because I don't know how basically by saving the Titanic, what changes are going to happen throughout history? So what Alex is referring to here is something called the butterfly effect. And when it comes to time travel, it's like, you go back in time with good intentions and you try to prevent a disaster, but by fixing or preventing this disaster, you end up causing an even worse disaster down the line because you don't know how time is going to shift. You know, because everything through the world, like throughout the world, you know, if one event translates into another event, into another event, into another event. Oh gosh, that's just one of those things, you know. It's, if I do this, is it going to make this 1,000 times worse? You know what I mean? So that's really ethical stuff. I mean, obviously, I want to save the Titanic. I don't want the ship to sink. But at the same time, a lot of things were changed for the better because of the Titanic disaster. Now, don't misinterpret what I'm saying here. The Titanic disaster is a tragedy, and it should have never happened. But because it happened, a lot of other safety things were changed, or safety standards were changed. You know, 24-hour radio, ships had to have enough lifeboats. Like, here's the ultimate thing, though. If the Titanic had not sunk, okay, something Titanic level would have happened at some point to make the regulations we have today go forward. There is no way that the regulations that happened at the time of Titanic would still be in place today. So that's just one of those things. And that's just one of those questions that's very hard to answer and to say what to do because, you know, if Titanic didn't happen, then something else would happen. Obviously, I would like to save lives. Of who wouldn't? You know, I would always want to save the Titanic, but you get what I'm saying here. This is just, it's one of those things. It's absolutely one of those things where by doing this, could this be 1,000 times worse? So that's one of those ethical time travel, temporal things. To quote Doctor Who, people don't really understand time. Time is wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, Alex, thank you for the 20. You know, thank you, my friend. Titanic Lover 20. In my eyes, in the 1800s, the biggest wooden British naval ship is the HMS Victory. In the biggest iron British naval warship is the SS Great Western. In my eyes, the 1800s is the biggest wooden British naval ship, HMS Victory. In the biggest iron British naval warship, the SS Great Eastern. All right, Titanic Lover, I get it. You love your Great Eastern. Thank you for the 20, my friend. Whoa. I am so far behind. Hang on a second. We got that one. Hold on a second, guys. I got to get caught up here. Hang on. I am so far behind. All right, here we go. Michael, thank you so much. It's well known that the Titanic wasn't ever to be It's well known that the Titanic wasn't ever said to be unsinkable, but many survivors said that they thought Titanic to be unsinkable. Why could this be? Well, you do know, like, okay, so you have the RMS Olympic, okay, and the Hawk collision. And the White Star Line basically used that to say, like, hey, look how safe our ship is, you know? And here's the, like, the Titanic was a very safe ship. And Captain Smith and the White Star Line, like, well, Captain Smith made that little comment where he said that he couldn't see of a great disaster happening to this vessel. So that was one thing. But I don't know if the White Star Line ever publicized that. They might have. I don't know. But here's what I think happened. Officially, the White Star Line said she is as unsinkable as we know how to make a ship. So what I think happened is there may have been some ticket agents at the White Star Line who may have told passengers the Titanic was unsinkable because of that comment. Can't prove it, don't know for certain, but that's one of those things. You know, that's one of those things that maybe that came to be. But nobody on the Titanic had any religious faith in the ship. Like, this ship is absolutely unsinkable. But they all thought the ship was safe. And honestly, Titanic was very well built. And it handled the iceberg impact much better than a lot of ships today would even handle that. I mean, the sinking of the Titanic was, given how terrible of a situation it was and how badly damaged this ship was, the Titanic fared up pretty well, all things considered. So the Titanic was a very safe ship in all aspects, and it was a very well-built ship. It was just put in an impossible situation. Wolfman 10, thank you so much. I believe only 2 compartments were breached on the Empress of Ireland. She could have actually stayed afloat had some portholes near the waterline had not been left open. Really? Is that true? Because when that ship hit the Empress of Ireland, I mean, the ship rolled pretty quick. I don't know about that, Wolf. I don't know about that. I'd have to look into that a little bit more. But if only 2 watertight compartments were breached on Titanic, Titanic would have made it. Thank you for the 10, Wolf. Let's see. Ellen. Hi, Sam. Better late than never. Welcome, Ellen. Glad you're here. Titanic Lover, 20 again. Thank you. The SS Great Eastern was a gamble. It was too big for the Australian route and too slow for the Atlantic one. Was it? How long did it take the SS Great Eastern to cross the Atlantic, Titanic Lover? I'm very curious. Let's see here. Beluga. What if Titanic was a canard liner? That's a meme shot. That's a meme shot. All right, everybody. So he's got the whole I'm thinking thing. So here, I'm thinking. Go ahead and take your screenshots for the memes on my Discord. Like, why am I giving my Discord memes? Why am I doing that? And now I see spots. Oh, I looked straight up into my light bulb. Let's see here. I like that. I like that. Let's see. Gaming with Emerald. Hello. I have been wondering if you have looked up anything about the lake. Let's see. My Car Ferry SS Badger. If not, it was built in 1953. It is the last steamer. No, I have not looked into that. Is it still in operation? I feel like I heard that ship was still in operation somewhere. But but I will definitely look that up when I get a chance. Game with Emerald. Thank you for the 5. I feel like I saw a video about that. It was like it's the last steamship in existence, maybe, or the last operational one. I don't think that's true, though. I'll have to look into it. Gaming with Emerald, thank you for the 5. We got that one. We got it. And here come more. Okay, wow, I'm so far behind. Okay, we got that one. We got that one. Hold on a second, guys. I'm trying to catch up. JG35. Was there a reason canard ships ended with an IA and White Star IC? To be honest, I don't really know. I think that was just a naming scheme that they did at the time. You know, they always had their ships end in IA, and White Star Line did IC. I think it was just a trend from them, but I don't know for certain. But Lusitania, Mauritania, Aquitania, Olympic, Titanic, Britannic, Baltic, Adriatic, Celtic, Cedric. But yeah, so I mean, it's just something that they did. I don't know the full reasoning for it. I don't think the old White Star Line did that though. Like because you know there was 2 White Star Line companies. There was an original White Star Line from like the mid to, I forget when the original White Star Line went under. Was it like 1860, 1870? I know the Atlantic disaster was under the new White Star Lines, so I forget when they failed. But like the Taylor was part of the old White Star Line, and it didn't have the IC. So I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Does anybody else know that? JG3, thank you for the 5. Taylor 5. In a way, Titanic sinking most likely helped save lives when Britannic said. That is 100% true. I didn't even think of that. Because of the sinking of the Titanic, the Britannic was it had new safety features like the new watertight bulkheads and stuff like that. They changed the expansion joint from the Titanic to the Britannic. You were absolutely right. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, So the sinking of the Titanic did make the Britannic safer. And you also can't forget the gantry davits. You know what I mean? So right there, there's one thing like what I was talking about earlier, how changing history. So yeah, the sinking of the Titanic most likely saved most of the lives on Britannic. That's a very good point, Taylor. Thank you for the 5. Aiden, 5, thank you so much. Sup, about that Discord link. Are you not getting it? I post it every week on my community page. I was a little late at posting it last week, but yeah, every week I post a link. I'll refresh it again. I'll post a new link into my Discord in the community page as soon as the live stream gets archived. But Aiden, are you not? Is it not working, or what's going on, Aiden? Thank you for the 5. I'll post it again. Whew, I need a drink. I'm not coughing hardly at all tonight. I'm impressed. Oh, I didn't need to show you guys this. Something I have been working on when I get a minute. I'm making a Lego bonsai tree. I bought this little kit and I've been working on it. Isn't that cute? I don't know why I decided to show you that right now. I just saw it sitting there. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let's see here. JR Productions 5. Hi, Sam. Could the Californian have really reached the Titanic in time? Given how long it takes to relight boilers and navigate the ice. That's one of those age-old questions, and that's one of those things that we'll never, that's one of those questions that we'll never be able to say for certain. But I think, the Californian wasn't without steam. You know, the boilers were active and stuff like that. I mean, they would have had to build up steam pressure and everything. But another big question is, would the Californian have encountered an ice field, like what happened with the Mount Temple? You know, the Mount Temple may have arrived at the Titanic sooner than Carpathia, but the Mount Temple encountered an ice field, so it had to stop. So that's that big old question, you know, would the Californian have encountered something like that? But honestly, with as close as the Californian was, and we do know that the Titanic wasn't at the position it said it was, so when you factor that in, if the Californian hadn't encountered any type of ice field or anything, yeah, I think the Californian could have made it there in time. I really do. How long? There's no way to say for certain. And even if the Californian had arrived, they couldn't have saved everyone because, here's basically what they'd have to do. This is Titanic, okay? And just to give you all reference, let's say Lusitania is the Californian, okay? So you've got the Titanic here, and it's sinking, all right? So the Californian, and remember, Lusitania is Californian in this scenario. The Lusitania would pull up, or California would pull up, all right, just like that, come up right alongside Titanic, and then just pretend my little nomadic here is lifeboats. And the lifeboats would just literally go back and forth between the two ships. But it all depends on how long it took the Californian to get there, how far gone Titanic was. I mean, it would have definitely saved more people, but I still don't think it would have been able to save everyone. Great question, JR. Thank you for the 5. Got that one. Funny 5. Thank you so much. Did Titanic reverse engines based on the movie? If they did or didn't, would it have helped the ship avoid the iceberg? Should do a video on it. The whole thing about reversing the engines, very interesting. All right, so I need to research that a little bit more to say for certain. But the way I understand it, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong here, but if they would have reversed the engines on Titanic when they saw the iceberg, I've heard that it would have disrupted the water flow around the rudder. And then as a result of that, it would have delayed the turning of the Titanic. So by the propellers, or my poor Titanic model doesn't have a rudder or propellers anymore. This poor model, oh my gosh, this thing's been through it. But let's use even my Olympic, my poor Olympic, look at that. But yeah, I've heard that if they would have tried to reverse the engines, it would have disrupted the water flow around the rudder and it would have delayed the turning. Is there any truth to that? If you know anything about that in the chat, let me know. I've never researched it, but that is something I've heard. But I think Murdoch made the right call, you know. If the RMS Titanic get a new model, Jacob, yes, the faster a ship is going, the faster. And that's exactly what I thought. And the water currents around the rudder also make a big deal. And if it's shifting around by the propellers changing directions, that can definitely impact it. So yeah, if they had have reversed the engines, the Titanic would have had a slower reaction time. That's honestly what I think. And I think Murdoch made the right call by just having the engines shut down. And by doing that, you know, it takes the engines a while to stop spinning. So the Titanic would have still been able to maneuver a bit. So yeah, that's it. Black November, what have you done to those models? Making videos, Black November. That's exactly what I have been doing. Making videos. I drop them and whatever. That's why they break so much. All right, hang on. I've got to get back to the hang on. I am so far behind. Okay, did that. All right. Funny, thank you for the 5. But that is a good idea for a video comment. I need to do some research though. Titanic Lover 20 again. Thank you. The future SS Great Eastern was the Olympic, and they both a jack of all trades, and they both crashed. Wait, the future SS Great Eastern was the Olympic. They were both a jack of all trades, and they both crashed into a ship in their bow. Really? Did the SS Great Eastern kind of do that? Did it kind of follow the path of the Olympic? Did it have some scenarios like that? Thank you for the 20, man. Black November 8. There was an episode from Supernatural where an angel saved Titanic because he hated the movie, and there were lots of people who should have. Wait, what? Seriously? I've never watched Supernatural. I've never heard of it. I'll have to look into that. Thank you, Black November. I know that when my parents were trying, like, I'm very picky when it comes to the TV shows I watch, and my parents were trying to get me interested in Doctor Who. And the first episode they told me to watch, because like I think I'd watched one episode, I couldn't get into it. But they told me to watch the Titanic episode, the Space Titanic. And I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, I'd never heard of Doctor Who before that. I'm like it wasn't me. It wasn't my style. But let me tell you what got me hooked to Doctor Who was the weeping angels. Those things are scary as all get out. Like those statues, and they're just like this. They're just doing like that. That is scary. So then when you look away, they move when you don't look at them. So if you're unfamiliar, they're aliens that only exist if you're not watching them. So they're statues. So if you look away, like at first they're like this. You look away, then they're like. I mean, that is like the creepiest episode. Holy cow. But that got me interested in Doctor Who. And Doctor Who is awesome, by the way. Doctor Who is absolutely awesome. Let's see here. We got that one. Taylor 5. Just like Titanic Lover is addicted to the Great Eastern, I feel like I'm addicted to the Oceanic too. That's awesome, Taylor. I need to do some research into that ship as well. Crack my wrist. And pop. There we go. All right. Oh, there we go. Let's see here. Thank you for the 5. We got that one. 5 from IMV. Thank you so much for the 5. We got that one. Aiden 5. Never mind. I found it. Someone please send me. Oh, come on, Aiden. You just overlooked the link. Not that big a deal. I'm glad you found it, Aiden. I'll still post the link in the chat, though, afterwards. Elliot 5, thank you. I know you've already had the soul on your list. Do you think you'll make a video about it in April since the anniversary is Wait, was that ferry? Did that ferry sink in April? Hang on a second. Seoul, South Korea. And so when did that happen? Seoul, South Korea. Are you kidding? Holy cow. The Seoul ferry incident. Seoul, am I saying that right? April 16th, 2014. Like one day after the Titanic. Seriously, what is up with April? Why does all this crazy stuff happen in April? Like, I've talked about that so many times on here. April 16th, 2014. One day after the Titanic anniversary. Holy cow. Whew. Dang on. Yeah, I may try to get to that for the anniversary of that. That would be something to do. If I can get a chance to get to it, I definitely will in time for the anniversary, Elliot. Thank you for the 5. I am another 5. Thank you so much. Let's see. Got that one. Got that one. Gaming, another 5. The Badger runs out of Ludington at one time. There's 7 car ferries. She is the last one running. Its sister, the Spartan, has tied up since 1979. That's awesome, Gaming. I see. Really, really cool. What was that famous ferry? There was a video about it in Australia, and the Ocean Liner channel did a video about it. It was some famous ferry that had been docked for 20, 30 years or something, and then the hull corroded away, and it sank. There was, I can't remember the name of the boat, but it sounds like that. Game with Emerald, thank you for the 5. We got that one, we got that one. Hang on a second. Oh, shoot, I lost Gaming with Emerald. We got that one. JG35, thank you so much. Titanic anniversary video idea. Thank you for that. A video about all the ships around the Titanic and what they were doing to respond to this. Ooh, that is interesting. And I can already tell it's going to be another meme. It's like, all right, so everybody, for those of you who don't know, the people on my Discord love to make memes out of still shots of me. And I'm getting to the point where I can tell when a meme is going to come. Like I'll do a facial reaction or I'll do something without really thinking about it. And then before I know it, there's memes about it. So like there's already a ton of memes from the last live stream where I put this on my head and pretended it was a cowboy hat. There's already memes of that. So like I'm getting to that point where I'm figuring you all out and I know what you're going to do. So, but guess what? I'm not going to do this again. So, woo. Oh, there we go. And now there's going to be a sippy cup meme based on me throwing that. So anyway, but But that's a very, very good idea. Do a video about all the ships. I was also thinking about doing a video on the heroes of Titanic and like pick like 4 or 5 different people and tell their individual stories and stuff. But I need to upload that before the anniversary. I know I'm not going to do another complete timeline again. But that is something. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do something for Titanic month. I definitely am. JG3, thank you for the 5. And of course, there's going to be a live stream on that evening as well. Oh no. Excuse me. I am Lamp is back. Hey, I'm back and I'm going to turn off your power. Oh no, Lamp. Okay, Lamp, just chill. Just chill. Everything is okay, Lamp. Everything is okay. Everything is okay, Lamp. Just chill. Just chill. Lamp, what are you doing? No! Well, guess what, Lamp? I don't have to use this crappy light that doesn't work anymore. Guess what? I got a new light. So guess what? You did not stop the live stream. You may have the power out for a while, Lamp. You may have won this round, but I have a much better light now. Oh, and this light is also from Iceco. So because of Iceco, you will not win, Lamp. You will not win. You will not win, Lamp. What is up with lamps? The lamp thing has become such a meme. He came prepared, maritime history. Arthur, Sam is losing it. Let there be light. Lamp did what he did. Oh, that is so funny. That is so funny. As he turns the lights back on. Well, come on, guys. We gotta keep the stream going. Lamp, I'm glad you're here, man. Thank you for the super chat. Super appreciate you. I've missed you, man. Where you been? And guess what? No one has yet. I have yet to get a lamp in my PO box, and I really was expecting that to happen. Let's see here. We got that. We got that one. Wolfman 5. I know a good attorney if your models want to sue. Oh, come on. I treat my models very good. I mean, come on. Do you used to go? Wolfman, thank you for the 5. Let's see, Terry, another 5 model abuser. I'm not a model abuser. I mean, come on. These models, though, I wish they weren't in such bad shape. But honestly, I look at their condition. You know, I see all like the little damage and stuff. But then I think about, I mean, these models help make my channel. You know what I mean? Because these models really help me explain the story of the Titanic. So if they got a little bit beaten up along the way, you know, these models helped me get my channel and me currently, like, they helped me get to where I am today. So honestly, I'm really proud of these little models, and they've done a really, really good job. So I'm very happy with them. I wish they were in better shape, but given everything they've helped me do, it doesn't really bother me too much. I see it as I look at these models and their condition. I'm like, you know, me and these models, we worked together and we did something really cool. You know, we got these videos done and taught you all so much about the Titanic. So if they got a little scratched along the way, I'm okay with it. Alex 10, thank you so much. Speaking of speed, a recent doc shows that Murdoch made the wrong choice in turning. Oh gosh. Speaking of speed, a recent doc shows that Murdoch made the wrong choice in turning his ship. It would not have sunk with full reverse and hitting the iceberg head on. Okay, so we've talked about that. Like, I don't know what documentary you're referring to, but it sounds like something that a certain yellow light bulb channel would say. But here's the thing: Murdoch did not turn the ship the wrong way. Like. Or I think they might be referring to more Quartermaster Hitchens because he was at the wheel when the Titanic hit the berg. And Murdoch shouted hard to starboard, but the Titanic turned to port. And Quartermaster Hitchens was the one who was, he's like, I might have turned the ship the wrong way. I don't know if he said that, but I heard he might have said that. But he didn't, you know, because back then these ships used what's called tiller commands. So when you say hard to starboard, they mean turn to port. So that's what that means. So no, the ship didn't turn the wrong way. And you also can't go back and look at, like, Murdoch had seconds, okay? He saw the berg straight ahead of him, and he's like, hard to starboard. I mean, you don't have time to analyze and then look back. I mean, because it's easy to say, I would do this or I would do this when you look at a event from history in retrospect. But in that moment, everybody just does the best job that they can. You know, and Murdoch made the wrong choice in turning the ship. It would not sunk in with full reverse and hitting the berg. I highly doubt that. We've also talked about if the Titanic would have hit the berg head on at those speeds, then it's very possible the Titanic may have suffered a massive structural failure, you know, and then the ship would have, because I mean, Titanic was going 21 knots, okay? And when you've got an iceberg that big and the Titanic just slams right into it, and even if Murdoch had reversed the engines, it's not like he could flip a switch and the engines immediately go in reverse. I mean, he uses the telegraph, signals the engine room, and then they do it, and that takes time. And the iceberg was just too close. There was no way that doing that would make any sense, because by the time the engines were running in reverse, the Titanic would have hit the berg head on. And what officer is going to have his ship hit dead on? No one's going to do that. Everybody's going to try to turn. If the Titanic was going slower, maybe 5 to 10 knots, maybe she could have survived the direct impact with the berg. But 21 knots, I'm highly skeptical. Maybe she could have made it, but I think all the supports in the ship would, like the structural integrity of the ship would have been compromised. And think about how many people would have been hurt inside when the ship, because you got a ship 21 knots, it hits the berg head on, stops suddenly. Everybody inside the ship keeps going forward. I mean, it would have knocked a lot of people forward. That's for darn sure. So I don't think it would have made it personally. That's me. That's just me. Alex, thank you for the 10. Let's see. We got that one. Titanic Lover 10. Which one should I start saying? SS Great Eastern, the Leviathan was the original name. Whatever you want, Titanic Lover. Thank you for the 10. Let's see. Crow, the April is cursed. It is cursed. Michael, 5. Another thing that's cursed is Abraham Lincoln was shot. Yeah, I know about that. I mean, Abraham Lincoln was shot on April 4th. April, man. April is like the worst month. And you know the first dictator of North Korea, I forget his name. It's Kim Jong something. But he was born on the day that Titanic sank. What the heck? I mean, April, holy moly. Let's see. Cringy 5. Good afternoon, Sam. April, bad month. Yay, my birthday's even worse now. April 50. Also, do you have a P.O. box? When is your next mail open? I haven't visited my P.O. box in a while. Well, hey, April's a good month for you, man. April's a good month for you. But I have not, I haven't been to my P.O. box in a while, probably about a week or two. I need to go back and check it. And I've only gotten 2 things in it recently, so I don't have enough yet for a mail time. I planned them based on when I get enough stuff to do a comment. But I keep the stuff that I haven't done a video on and the stuff I have done a video on in 2 separate piles. I keep everything. I keep everything from my P.O. box. So that's just how I'm going to do it. But as soon as I get enough stuff, I'll do another video on it. Titanic Lover 5, because right now 2 things, that's like a 1-minute video or maybe a 3-minute video. But thank you, Cringy. Titanic Lover 5. The longest time the SS Great Eastern was at a dock was for 2 months when it arrived in England to be used as a billboard. You know your stuff, my friend. Thank you for the 5. Black 3. Battleship Yamato sank on April 7th, 1945. Wow. Just crazy. Aiden 5. April 15th isn't a great day. Video idea for the anniversary. List or mention all the terrible events from that day, including Lincoln's death. Whoa. So go back through history, and I probably need to do the entire month of April. Like all of the unlucky or bad things that have happened in April and talk about how unlucky of a month April is. Great idea, Aiden. Great idea. Thank you for the 5. Let's see here. Maritime history came prepared. Yeah, we're at the lamp part now. We got that one. We got that one. Hang on a second. I gotta backtrack. Let's see here. We got that one. We got that one. Okay, Elliot 5. I thought you already knew that it sank on April 16th, so I didn't say anything. But I was also like, dang, when I learned it sank the day after Titanic. You know, people tell me these dates and stuff like that, and if I don't research it, like if I don't get back into it, then I forget these things. But yeah, I forgot it sunk on April 16th, even if I did talk about it before. Seriously, guys, if you saw my life, it's basically nonstop. And the reason the live stream was a little bit late getting started tonight was just because I got off work late. I got off work late and I came home and I had not eaten anything since breakfast, so I needed to eat something real quick. And then I ate a chicken sandwich, I think less than 10 minutes, and then hurried up and got live. I mean, like literally my life is nonstop until I sit down in the evening. And so my life is pretty hectic right now. Well, let's see. Thank you for 5. Jason 5. Could Titanic's port and starboard propellers work independently? Meaning, could one propeller be put in reverse? Yeah, I believe so. Because the way that these things work is the propellers spin in opposite directions, I believe. So like the starboard and port propeller, they don't both spin in the same direction. They both spin, the way I understand it, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but they both spin in opposite directions of each other. That way they counteract the forces so that a ship can move straight. You know, because if you have 2 propellers and both spinning the same direction, wouldn't that push the ship in the to the right or left? I believe that's how that works. But yeah, so the propellers were separate of each other. That's the whole reciprocating engines and stuff like that, I believe. Am I correct? Am I correct about that? I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty certain that yeah, they definitely could be operated independently because the Britannic, one propeller was on, the other one wasn't. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought. They both worked separately of each other. Let's see here. We got that one. We got that one. We got that one. Hang on a second. We got that. I'm trying to backtrack here on the thing. All right, cringy too. Thank you, Aiden Sultan. Why are you? Wait. All right, there's something going on here. Cringy, thank you for two. If any of my chat mods are in here, if somebody is insulting something, please mute that. I didn't see it. Let's see. I am Lamp 279. I've been busy, but I will send a lamp to you. Oh no, he's gonna mail me a lamp. He's gonna mail me a lamp. All right. I am Lamp. I am definitely looking forward to that, man. I can't wait to see that. Just make sure if you send me a lamp, you leave a note in the box that says, "From I am Lamp." Hey, Lamp, if you mail me a lamp, I will show it in a live stream, okay? I am telling you, if you mail me a lamp, I will have it like right here during a live stream. I guarantee it. I look forward to that, my friend. Let's see, Gaming 5. Just like Titanic lovers' love of the Great Eastern, I love Lake Michigan car ferries. Lol. Also, I did some artwork of them. There in art channel on your Discord. Okay, cool, Gaming Emerald. Thank you so much. I will look into that. I am 10. Thank you. And let's see, Taylor. Brightside is completely factual, and all other sources on Titanic are inferior to weight. Yeah, no. Cringy too. Can you send the Discord link? It's in my community page right now, but I'll re-upload it after the stream gets archived. JG35. Fun fact: Quartermaster Hitchens is buried in the graveyard behind my house. That's crazy, JG3. Wow. Where is Quartermaster Hitchens buried anyway? Let's see, we got that one. Are we all caught up on the super chat? Nope. Titanic Lover 10. SS Great Eastern had the April curse because it was made on May 1st. The SS Great Eastern had a lot of disasters. May 1st, April. Yeah, close enough. April, May. Crazy, Titanic Lover. Thank you for the 10. Alex 5. I got nothing else about Titanic right now, but seriously love your channel and videos. Please don't stop doing them, else I'd have to do it. All right, Alex. Thank you for the 5. But hey, if you want to make videos, go for it, my friend. Go for it. I got that one. Let's see. Taylor 2, thank you. Titanic Lover 10. Where is a lot of the trollers? They haven't been. Yeah, Olivia is in here, so she's not trolling. And I don't think Kat's here tonight. Kat's usually a troller as well. But yeah, we haven't been too active on the trollers except for that 300 super chat. That was a troller. All right. Yeah, it hasn't been too active this evening. JG32. A burn in Scotland. Okay. All right, cool, JG3. Thank you for the 2. All right, everybody, we are past the 1 hour mark. Are you all ready for this evening's Q&A? Are you all ready for that? Are you all ready for the Q&A? Oh, wait, Titanic Lover 20. Expect me to go crazy when you upload your SS Great Eastern video. All right. So, guys, you're going to have to bear with me again. I didn't have time to go and write out any Q&As. Let's see. Love Monkey 5. It's wild to find out that the floors of the Titanic and the grand staircase were covered with linoleum. I have a hard time saying that. The floors of the Titanic, yeah, that is true. They were covered with that stuff. But yeah, that was one of those design choices, but that's really crazy stuff. Love Monkey, thank you for the 5. All right, we're going to do a Q&A. Oh, wait, I am 20. Did you know when Etsy sank? Okay, I'm not sure what you're referring to there, I am, but thank you for the 20. What are you referring to there? I'm confused. All right, it is time for this week's Q&A, but thank you for 20. All right, so we're going to do an easy one first, and for those of you who don't know how this works, and I'm going to have to make up questions off the top of my head here, guys, and I do have a book here I can pull some questions from as well. I did not have time to figure all that out. Let's see here. Oh, here's a good one. Hang on a second. Approximately. Okay, gotcha. All right, I've got a book here for Q&A. All right, so here's the rules for tonight. I'm going to ask you all a question, okay? And then as I ask a question, I will type go in the chat, just like that, okay? And then I will hit a bell, answer the question after I type go. That's how that works. Answer the question after I type the word go. Otherwise, I will not count it, okay? All right, and let's see here. I'm going to disable the slow mode now, so please don't spam. Slow mode, say, bada bing, bada boom, just like that. All right. All right, let's start off with an easy one. Not not including the collapsible boats, how many lifeboats were on board the Titanic? Not including the collapsible lifeboats, how many lifeboats were on board the Titanic? Ready, set, go. Jordan got it. 16. Good job, Jordan. Jordan got it first. Jordan got it first. I saw a few people answer early. Doesn't count. Doesn't count, guys. Does not count. Does not count at all. So you have to wait until you see the go word come up in the chat before you answer, or I do not count it. All right? You have to remember that. You have to remember that. Oh, let's see. All right. So it doesn't say exactly how many. All right. Okay, here we go. How many life jackets were on board the Titanic? Wait, hang on. That's not going to work. Hang on. That's not going to. Oh, yeah. We got it. How many life jackets were on board the Titanic? Ready, set, go. How many life jackets were on board the Titanic? How many life jackets were on board the Titanic? Let's see here. No way. Wait. I think I saw it. 3,560 from Unique. 3,560. Good job. They had enough life jackets on board to fit the Titanic as she was operating at full capacity. Maritime history was slightly off. 3,560. You all defeated maritime history. Hang on a second. I'm going to do a poll. Can we beat maritime history tonight? Can we do it? Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, there we go. I didn't spell it right. Can we beat him tonight? I got it. And ask your community. Can we defeat him? Q&A. Can we defeat? Oh, wait, I did a typo. Oh, well, y'all know what I mean. Can we defeat maritime history tonight? Answer the question. Yes and no. Will we defeat maritime history? Yes. Good job. No. That is so fun. What are all these super chats? Hang on. There's super chats coming in while I'm doing the Q&A. Okay. Hang on. Did I see some super chats? Okay, I am Estonia. Okay, I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Taylor, too, who came up with the Titanic boat theory. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. We got that one. Estonia. Okay, we got that one. Okay. Stop the super chats. Yeah, that confuses me. All right, let's do this one. What was the very last lifeboat to leave the Titanic by means of the ship's davits? What was the last lifeboat to leave the Titanic by means of the ship's davits? Ready, set, go. Was the last lifeboat to leave the Titanic by means of the ship's davits? Nope, it's not D. Oh, wait, yeah. Collapsible D. Yeah, you're right. Well, 100% collapsible. I was thinking of the next question. Yep, collapsible D. You got it. It's collapsible D. That was the last lifeboat to be launched from the Titanic by means of the ship's davits. And now that's going to feed into the second question. What was the lifeboat that was launched from the exact same spot as collapsible D? And this was the only lifeboat to attempt to obey the captain's orders to go back and try to rescue more people. Ready, set, go. I don't see it yet. Maritime history, lifeboat number 2. Maritime history, lifeboat number 2. Good job. Okay, all right, guys. All right, wait. We got more super chats. I gotta go back here. Hang on. There's more super chats coming. I gotta get these. Hang on. I got Estonia. Moosh 20. Thank you so much. What would your thoughts be if a different ship sunk and landed on Titanic? That is well, thank you for the 20. That would be the most unlucky thing in the world if another ship went down and came down on the Titanic. Like, you got the Titanic sitting at the bottom of the ocean, and then another ship just went and just came down on top of it. Like, holy cow! Like, that would be the most unlucky thing in the world. Titanic Lover 10. Cold Night doesn't feel like trolling you. No. She said that on Discord. Really? All right. I'm gonna have to bust her chops tonight. But all right. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know about that. All right, we got that one. Stop with the super chats, maritime history. Stop with the super chats. No super chats. I think they're maritime history. I think they're doing it just to mess with you. You know that? I think they're 100% doing that to mess with you. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Who was the 11-year-old boy who was almost refused a place in one of the Titanic's lifeboats because of a hat he was wearing? What was the name of the boy who was 11 years old who was almost refused a spot in one of the lifeboats because he was wearing a hat and Lightoller thought he looked too old? What was his name? Ready, set, go. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one. This is a tough one. Larry, no. How am I supposed to know this? He was, let's see here. Willie, nope, I don't see it yet. Jack there, no. Oh, wait, nope, that wasn't it. I don't see it yet. I don't see it yet. I'm just sitting on Super Chat, so I don't want to wait till the... How am I supposed to know this? I don't see it. Did I just stump maritime history in the chat? Did I just stump the chat? Boom, boom. Oh, yeah, I am pumped. All right. Hang on. Oh, wait, nope. Willie, no. All right. The book says something different here. I see Willie here, but... All right, well, okay. All right, it's over. I've got Willie Koutis, Williecoutts. That's his name, Willie Koutis. That's what I've got right here. He was that person. Let's see here. Create a poll. Hang on a second. Did Sam just outsmart? Sam just win the Q&A because no one answered. Yes or no? Did I just win the Q&A? Did I just win the Q&A? Did Sam just win the Q&A because no one answered? Did I win, guys? Did I just win? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Did I just win the Q&A? I know what you guys are gonna pick. Oh, okay. I was expecting you all to type no. Jason, did I miss a 5 super chat? At this point, I don't think I could find it, Jason. If I missed a $5 super chat, hold on. Let me go back, guys. Let me go back. Let me see. I think I missed a super chat. Hang on. We got a 2 from IM. Did you know when Estonia sank, no one knew? I don't know how that's true because the Estonia was in contact with other ships. We got that one. I don't see any other chats that I would have missed. Jason, if I missed a chat, I'm sorry. I don't see it anymore. But sorry. All right. We talked about these people in another video. Who were the 2 friends, okay, who were together throughout the entire sinking of the Titanic, or most of it anyway. They met up later. And they escaped in collapsible lifeboat D. But Lightoller saw them get into collapsible D and almost ordered them out. Who are these people? Ready, set, go. This is a tough one. The 2 friends who escaped in collapsible D and Lightoller saw them and almost ordered them out. Got it. Dustin, Stephenson, and Woolner. Good job. Stephenson and Woolner. That's exactly what I was looking for. Maritime history, Hugh Woolner, and Stephenson. Yep. All right, you're a little bit late, Maritime. Maritime history. Look, these people are gunning for you now. They are gunning for you. We got that one. Let's see here. All right. Who was the crewman on board the Titanic who got trapped underneath collapsible lifeboat B when it was pushed from the roof of the officers' quarters down to the boat deck? What was the name of the Titanic's crewman who became trapped under collapsible B when it was pushed down from the officers' quarters down to the boat deck? Ready, set, go. Jordan, Harold Bride. Good job, Harold Bride. Maritime history, you were 1 second too late. 1 second too late. Good job. 1 second too late. All right, and who was the other wireless operator on board the Titanic who worked with Harold Bride who did not survive the sinking? What was his name? Ready, set, go. Who was the other one? Nope. Yep, Jack Phillips. Good job. So I see Jack from Sharon, Maritime History Phillips, and JG3 was the first one to have the full name. So I'm going to give this to Sharon, Maritime, and Jack. I'm going to give this to Sharon. Yeah, I'm going to give it to all of them. So there we go. All right, I think we're going to do one more tonight. I'm going to do one more Q&A tonight. And then I'm going to wrap up the live stream for the evening. Let me see here. I need a tough one. I need a tough question. Hang on a second here. Okay, I know what we're going to do. What was the very first lifeboat to be rescued by the Carpathia? What was the first lifeboat from the Titanic to be picked up by the Carpathia? And this is the last question for the night. Ready, set, go! What was the last lifeboat? Nope, not boat 6. That's not it. What was the first lifeboat? Maritime history, lifeboat number 2. Good job, maritime history. Number 2, lifeboat number 2. Good job, good job, good job. All right, everybody. Well, hey, whoa. Holy cow. Wolfman 50, holy cow. Bonus 3 questions for the chat. Wolfman, you sent that right as I was getting ready to load up. One more. All right, hang on. We might do one more. Bonus 3 questions for chat. Who was the only male passenger lighthauler allowed into a lifeboat? Which lifeboat was it? And which other famous survivor was in that lifeboat? Oh, that's a tough one. And even I don't know that guy's name, but I know he was a yachtsman. But I completely forgot that guy's name. Oh, he was the only male passenger that was allowed in that boat because, was it Margaret Brown? I think it was Margaret Brown. Wasn't it Margaret Brown who said that, was it Margaret Brown? Whoever it was, she yelled up, "We need another sailor in this boat." And was it Molly Brown? Was that Molly Brown? I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. And Arthur Godfrey, Arthur something. Okay, was that him? A yachtsman. Okay, it was Molly Brown. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. And he's like a yachtsman, and Lighthauler told him if he could shimmy down the rope. Yes, it was Molly Brown. Okay. And if he could shimmy down the rope, then he could go. And yeah, that's what he did. That was a good one. Very good question, Wolfman. Thank you for the 50, by the way. But that was awesome. Man, what a way to end out the live chat. Hey, you stumped me. You know, I knew the story, but I could not think of his name. Let me ask you guys a question before we go. There was another Titanic survivor. And Mooch 20, hang on. Really quick question. If Titanic sank in much more shallow water, do you think the White Star Line would have attempted to raise her? Depends on what you mean by shallow water. Because, you know, Britannic's in 400 feet deep water. So it's shallow when you compare it to Titanic, but still way too deep for rescue. I don't know if they would have ever tried to raise it if it was underwater. They may have tried to salvage it like they did the Atlantic. But great question, Mooch. It all depends on the circumstances. But if I completely lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. There was a Titanic survivor who got into a lifeboat. It might have been that yachtsman. But when he went into a lifeboat, he slipped and half of his foot went into the water. And then when they pulled him out, or half of his pants went into the water, his wallet came out. So his wallet went to the bottom of the ocean before the Titanic did. And then when they were examining the debris field, they found his wallet. So think about this. His wallet hit the seafloor before the Titanic did. And they found his wallet when they were looking for, when they were in the debris field. That's just insane to me, but I cannot remember that guy's name. Does anybody know who that was in the chat? I cannot remember. I'm waiting for that. That's wild. Does anybody know what that was in the chat? No, that's one heavy wallet. Interesting that the wallet was found. SS Poseidon 5. Can the Britannia be raised today? Maybe technically, but they'd have to cut it up, and I don't want them to do that. What's your Discord? I'll post a community link to that. I can't remember his name. All right. Well, hey, that's a good question. I'm going to look into that. All right, everybody. Well, hey, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the live stream for this evening. Do y'all want to see Rosie real quick? Do y'all want to see Rosie before I conclude the live stream? Do y'all want to see Rosie? Let me see. Hang on a second. All right. Rosie, got some jerky. I think she's out. 1 second, guys. Let me see what she's doing. She's all cuddled in. All right, hang on. I gotta give her some jerky, but I'll let you all see her. I'll let you all see the baby. All right. Rosie, your fans want to see you. There you are. Rosie, you're all cuddled in, aren't you? Rosie, you're such a mess. You know that? Rosie, your fans love you. You know that? All right. I know what you want. I know what you want. All right, come on. You can have a piece of jerky. All right, you ready? Ready? Oh, Rosie is such a baby. Look at her all cuddled in. Like, look at all these pillows and all this stuff around her. No wonder she didn't come, because she's all cuddled in for the night. Rosie's my baby. Oh, I don't know if I ever showed you guys this. I'll show you guys this real quick. This is an extra long stream for you guys. Hold on a second, guys. Got one more thing to show you. This is one of my favorite Titanic possessions. This right here is one of the things that, let's see. This right here is a portrait of the Titanic, departing. And it's autographed by the last living survivor before she passed, Melina Dean. It was autographed by her. This is one of my absolute favorite items that I own. Here's her picture if you can see it. I'll try and do that. But yeah, that's her right there. She was, how old? She was born February 12th, 1912. So she was only 2 months and 13 days old when the Titanic sank. And my parents got me this for Christmas a very long time ago. And this is one of my absolute favorite possessions. I mean, anyway. But anyway, guys, hey, thank y'all. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the live stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This was an incredibly fun live stream. All the comments, all the questions, that's awesome. All the super chats, you all are amazing. Seriously, guys, thank you all so much for all the support. I absolutely could not do this without you. The next episode on my channel, I'll try to release it sometime next week. The sooner the better. It's going to be Lusitania Part 2. All right, everybody. Well, hey, same time next week, Sunday at 7:30 p.m. I will see you all then. And I will have a more dedicated Q&A for you guys since I do not have to work next Sunday. So I'll have more time to focus on it. All right, everybody. Yeah, I'll have a good evening. Thank you again for the super chats. Thank you for the comments. Thank you all so much for all the support. I will see you all in the next one, and have a good evening, everybody.